Following Donny Osmond's introduction of Dr. Dan Royal, later Dr. Dan Royal delivered a PowerPoint presentation to a number of elite distributors at LifeVantage. This is the PowerPoint presentation entitled Protandem, a Medical Discovery, and I'll be reading his notes for this presentation. Dr. Dan Royal did his undergraduate work at Brigham Young University and the University of Nevada at Las Vegas, where he graduated with a BS in biology in 1985. In 1989, he graduated from the College of Osteopathic Medicine of the Pacific in Pomona, California, where he received a doctorate of osteopathic medicine. He attained board certification with the American College of Osteopathic Family Physicians in 1996. In 1998, he attended the William S. Boyd School of Law, where he graduated in 2002 and passed the Nevada State Bar and is currently licensed to practice law. Prior to passing the Nevada State Bar exam, Dr. Royal had taken and passed the United States Patent Bar exam. Currently, Dr. Royal is licensed to practice both osteopathic and homeopathic medicine in Nevada, and he maintains medical licenses in Utah and Wisconsin. He is married to Cheryl Orm for 29 years. They have 4 children and 2 great-granddaughters. So in his first case study, he did with Protandem. He wanted to see if it would increase his own antioxidant or Spectrox level. So he got a baseline SpectraCell test, and he took 1 Protandem daily for 3 months and repeated his SpectraCell test. Notice that Spectrox, a general measurement of antioxidants, and selenium are both normalized after taking only 1 Protandem daily for 3 months for 100% improvement. The lab director for SpectraCell, Dr. Fred Crawford, PhD, had previously told him that he didn't believe nutritional deficiencies could be corrected in less than 6 months. Also, Dr. Royal had previously observed with his patients that they would correct nutritional deficiencies only to find new deficiencies would reappear. Rarely did a patient have a follow-up test, and almost never a baseline where there were no nutritional deficiencies present. Dr. Royal decided to repeat the study on other patients doing the following: getting a baseline SpectraCell micronutrient test, number 2, taking Protandem for 3 months to 6 months, and number 3, getting a post-SpectraCell micronutrient test. In this case with a female, 50-year-old female, this patient took 1 Protandem daily for 3 months. She has fibromyalgia. Notice that she went from 7 deficiencies to 1, with 2 that were improved for a total improvement of 82%. This patient took 2 Protandem daily for 3 months. He has hypertension. Notice that his deficiency corrected with no new deficiencies. Yet, Spectrox remained unchanged. This is an important observation because I expected Spectrox to improve, but Dr. Royal expected Spectrox to improve and not nutritional deficiencies to correct. Total improvement here was 100%. This patient took 1 Protandem daily for 3 months. She has no problems clinically. Notice that all 5 of her deficiencies corrected, with 1 of them still improving. Spectrox is approaching the normal value of 65%. However, if this patient has no problems now, she may develop problems if these subclinical deficiencies are not addressed. Patients are simply not aware of these conditions without testing for them. Total improvement here is 80%. This patient took 1 Protandem daily for 3 months. He has hypothyroidism. This is actually a typical result seen in patients not taking Protandem, wherein the original deficiency disappears only after new deficiencies appear. This patient, along with 1 other subject, did not improve after 3 months. Both of these individuals are former athletes. This one is a former professional baseball player. Nevertheless, When I followed the other subject an additional 3 months for a total of 6 months, he showed a complete reversal in results during the second 3 months. This patient took 1 protandem daily for 3 months. She is menopausal. Notice here all 3 deficiencies corrected, with one of them improving to the borderline normal value of B12 of 14%. Oddly, spectrox decreased. It appeared the body was correcting nutritional deficiencies before increasing its antioxidant level. I now believe that if I continued the study on for at least 6 months or longer, I would have begun to see antioxidant levels, or I, meaning Dr. Royal, would have begun to see antioxidant levels more consistently starting to rise and optimize, but not until after the nutritional deficiencies had first been corrected. Total improvement here is 100%. This patient took 1 protandem daily for 3 months and repeated it again for another 3 months. He has no problems. This is the other subject that did worse after his initial 3 months. So SpectraCell allowed me to follow him for another 3-month interval for a total of 6 months. Notice that all 6 of his deficiencies corrected. Total improvement here is 100%. This patient took 2 protandem daily for 3 months. She has chronic fatigue. Notice that all 6 of her nutritional deficiencies corrected. Total improvement here is 100%. This patient took 1 protandem daily for 6 months. He has kidney failure. Notice that all 5 of his nutritional deficiencies corrected, and spectrox increased as well. I had no choice but to follow this patient for 6 months because he was a Medicare patient, and Medicare would only pay for the test once every 6 months. Total improvement here is 100%. The percentage of overall improvement was 84%. I believe this would have been even better, possibly even as high as 100% in this small group, if Dr. Royal had followed all the subjects for 6 months. Regardless, from this initial study, Dr. Royal noticed, number 1, nutritional deficiencies completely corrected in the 2 subjects who took 2 protandem daily for 3 months. Number 2, nutritional deficiencies completely corrected in the 2 subjects who took 1 protandem daily for 6 months. Number 3, nutritional deficiencies corrected both before spectrox and nutritional deficiencies corrected with protandem regardless of the patient's health conditions. From these results, one might theorize that if the body has a deficiency in antioxidant levels, it will use other sources to make up for this lack, resulting in a nutritional deficiency somewhere else. Moreover, Dr. Royal would not expect to see spectrox correct until after nutritional deficiencies have been corrected. In order to prove this, all subjects would need to be followed for 6 months or more. It's most interesting to follow such subjects whose nutritional deficiencies have been corrected to see if spectrox would not only increase but be optimized. You have seen the results of a small clinical study using 10 patients. Dr. Royal would like to expand this, and there's no reason why he can't increase the study from 10 to 1,000 patients and confirm his results to make them irrefutable. So if you'd like to participate, here's how to do it. Go to the website royalmedicalclinic.com. Step 2, complete the forms, information, history, and consent for nutritional assessment. Step 3, pay the administrative fee of $100 for nutritional assessment. Number 4, step 4, get the SpectraCell's micronutrient test. Step 5, take 1 to 2 protandem daily as prescribed by physician. Step 6, repeat the SpectraCell micronutrient test. Participants must pay either a $160 copay for insurance without balance billing and provide insurance billing information, or the cash price of $280 without insurance. Note the actual value of this micronutrient test is over $1,900, or the actual amount billed to insurance for assessing each of the 31 individual components of the test. Dr. Royal's belief is that people don't know how good they can feel until they experience it. Once they do experience it, they may feel like shouting for joy like the child in this slide who has just received the gift of hearing for the first time. The other person in the picture is Justin Osmond, who works for the Starkey Hearing Foundation and travels around the world fitting literally tens of thousands of children with hearing aids.